Welcome to Raw Review Mini. I'm only going to talk about 3 things. Let's get into it. The first thing I'm going to talk about is, look, I don't hate Alicia Fox. I like her. I think she's a very good talent. She's always been pretty good in the ring, and she's a very good character. She can always sell her character pretty damn well. People always liked her when she did get an interest in something and she went with it full bore. She can sell it. But let's be honest. Here was Sasha Banks with Charlotte. Here is Alicia Fox. Where do you think Sasha Banks is now? She's at the bottom of the totem pole. Alicia Fox is working on 205 Live with Alandar. I believe that's his name. I always tend to forget his name. And now she's messing with her. Why? It would have been better for her to go to SmackDown Live, to be honest. I know a lot of people say, well, she's better off on Raw. No, she's not. She would have something better on SmackDown Live. I'm sorry. You would get something with her. I'd rather see Charlotte stay on Raw and Sasha Banks go to SmackDown Live. I'm not going to go any farther than that because it's all there for you to see. But tell me the reason why I'm wrong. Tell me the reason why she needs to stay on Raw, not to go to SmackDown Live, where at least she would get more interest in a better character. Next, I'm not really going to cover the match between Finn Balor and Roman Reigns. It's not the problem here. I did a video on Finn Balor saying pretty much Finn Balor is not Daniel Bryan. I think I said Finn Balor, will he make it? Will he be big? I think I said that. I can't remember the name. It's been a while. But essentially, he's not Daniel Bryan. And there's so many people out there are comparing him to Daniel Bryan. I know a lot of people saying, oh, no, we're not. Yes, you are. He's lighter than Daniel Bryan. He has a similar moveset to Daniel Bryan. And you want another Daniel Bryan. The original can't wrestle anymore. He broke his neck and is badly damaged. And he just can't do it anymore with the broken neck and the concussions. He just can't. And the WWE doesn't want the insurance problems of it. Of course, when he leaves the WWE, he can go to TNA. Well, Impact Wrestling or ROH or New Japan Pro Wrestling or Lucha Underground, and maybe they'll let him wrestle there. But as it stands, he'll never wrestle for the WWE ever again. They'll never take that chance. So you want another Daniel Bryan, and to be honest, he can't be a Daniel Bryan. He doesn't have the charisma of Daniel Bryan. He doesn't have the same moveset as Daniel Bryan. And to be honest, the one gimmick he has, which is to beat a demon, instead of doing it every single time he does a match, to be unique, like The Undertaker. Like a Bray Wyatt is unique, like an Undertaker. Finn Balor is supposed to be a demon. And he doesn't show the demon quality until he puts the paint on. And the problem is he needs to paint all the time. That's the only thing that'll make his character different from any cruiserweight you got. Now, mind you, Austin Aries' character is immensely appealing and charismatic, and he would get over. But even he's not a Daniel Bryan. And it would take a while before they trust a guy that was from, that was on NXT, and before that Impact Wrestling, before he would be thrown into the normal title scene. The WWE will not do that unless he can really prove that his charisma, character, mic skills are way more important than his ability in the ring. Because that's the only way they're going to get him somewhere more than just a cruiserweight position. And when it comes to Finn Balor, he does not deserve to be where he is. But get this, neither does Roman Reigns. I'm not harshing on Roman Reigns. And I'm not harshing on Finn Balor. They're two great talents that have been rushed. And because they've been rushed, and they've been thrown into the main title scene just because there wasn't no John Cena, there wasn't no Randy Orton, you did not have Triple H in the main title scene for quite a while, and when it came to Brock Lesnar, he wasn't there all the time, and neither was Goldberg. Look at Goldberg, he's gone. So they had to throw all those guys who are from NXT who are really not ready. They need at least 6 years of development. They got maybe 3. And Finn Balor had not even a year of development. And they threw his ass out there. At least with Daniel Bryan, it was 4 to near 5 years before he really got somewhere. Not just because he got the titles, but he showed he had the ability to really win the crowd over. And I just don't see it with Finn Balor. Period. Final thing I'm going to talk about, which is the main thing about this Raw Review Mini. The Golden Truth are over. Finally. Look, I always liked R-Truth. And I've liked Goldust. Putting them together at first it was funny. But then it reached a point where they needed to break up. And they allowed them to stay together way too long. Look, between the two, who should have turned heel should have been R-Truth. R-Truth should have became a heel. If you remember around 2011 when R-Truth turned his back on John Morrison, the way he managed to win over the crowd as a heel, I mean, he pissed off the crowd as a heel. That's how he won them over. He was magnificent about it. The little Jimmy thing was very well done until he turned to a face and it was ruined. I'm saying this honestly. They needed to break up. I am glad that Goldust is now a heel again. He needed to be one. He's been a face for a very long time. Need to turn heel. But the person that should have turned heel in that was R-Truth. It should have been R-Truth. R-Truth will make their feud a lot more interesting. It would be. Of course, we do need them both to be heels, to be honest. They both need to be heels. But if you're going to turn one of them heel first, should have been R-Truth. But as it stands now, with Goldust as a heel, I'm interested now in seeing what's going to happen. How far is Goldust actually going to be bad again? He's not going to be the Goldust of old. I doubt that. But let's just hope and beg that Goldust as a heel will be more compelling as a face. And we will get something more interesting than what we have instead of what they've been doing. But this is just my point of view. You guys tell me below. And I hope you enjoy this Raw Review Mini. Please give me a comment below. I will be getting my Pro Wrestling Guide for Newbies out soon. Watch for it and give a comment. Have a good day. Have a good night.